Hello everyone, good morning students. Dear students, in previous class we take and discuss a very important chapter of your syllabus which is mensuration, and in previous class we take and discuss all the important formulas, all the of related to your chapter mensuration. And dear students, we take and solve some important questions based on that topics, and we complete and we take and solve some important questions based on that type of solids. Okay, now dear student, in today's class we take some very important chapter of your exercise of your NCERT exercise based on the topic mensuration. And let's see the question. This is very important question. Let's see the question and its solution. Dear students, your question is: a flooring tile has a shape of a parallelogram. Means, since the shape of the tile is a parallelogram. Okay, the shapes of the tiles is a parallelogram. Now, whose base is 24 and corresponding height is 10. Means this is the tile. The shape of the tiles is parallelogram. Its height is what? To 10 centimeter, and base is what? 24. Its base is 24, and height is what? 10 centimeter. This is 10 centimeter. Okay, this is 10 centimeter. Now, how many such tiles are required to cover a floor of area this? Means we find the number of tiles. So what is the process to solve that question? Look, dear student, here the shape of the tiles is a parallelogram. Okay, and first of all we find the area of each tile, whose base is given as what? 24 centimeter, and its corresponding height be what? 10 centimeter. Whose corresponding height is what? 10 centimeter. And dear students, we know that what is the area of the parallelogram? Dear student, the formula for the area of parallelogram is to base into height. Thus, in this way we find the area of each tiles. Thus, the area of each tiles is what? Base into height. That is, base is what? 24, and height is what? 10. This is 240. This is the area of each tile, 240 centimeter square. 240 centimeter square. This is the area of each tiles. Okay, now what I do for that question? Look, dear friends, in this way we find the area of each tile, which is what? 240 centimeter square. Okay, now we find, and how many such tiles are required to cover the floor of area this? Area of the floor is given is 1080 meters square. First of all, we convert it into the centimeter square. Okay, now area of floor is given as 1080 meter square. So first of all we convert into the centimeter square. So in 1 meter was 100 centimeter. So 1080 into 100 centimeter square. Okay, so we get as 1080 into 100 into 100 centimeter square means 10,000 centimeter square. 1080 into 10,000 centimeter square. This is the area of floor. This is the area of floor. Okay, dear students. Now, so we find the what? How many tiles? So we find the area of each tiles, and this is the area of the floor. Thus, number of tiles will be thus the number of tiles is equal to what? Area of floor divided by area of each tile. Okay. Area of each tile. Area of each tile. So we get what? Look. So we get area of floor is what? 1080 into 100 into upon. This is area of each tile. This is 240. Now 1010 cancel to each other. So we get what? 108 into 100 into 100 upon 24. Now divided by say 4. 6 4 the 24. 6 1 the 6. 4 18. And now this is 25. 25. So we get what? Number of tiles. Number of tiles. 18 into 25 into 1000. Okay, now we multiply them and solving them. Into 100, that is 4 5. So 45,000. This is the required solution of the given answer. In this way, so the number of tiles. Thus, the number of tiles is what? 45,000. This is 45,000. So this is one of the most important questions of your syllabus. So please, dear students, do more and more practices of that type of question. So dear students, in that type of question, first of all, we find the area of each tiles. We find the area of each tile. After that, the area of the floor is given in meter square. So first of all, we convert it into the centimeter square. Now, after that, number of tiles is equal to area of floor divided by the area of each tiles. So in this way, we put all the values. Mean this is the area of floor. Now first of all we convert it into the centimeter square and divided by area of each tile. That is, we find this is 240 centimeter square. So after simplify them, we get 45,000. So there are 45,000 tiles to be required. Now we take and solve some other important questions related to your syllabus, your exercise. Let's see. Now just we take and solve some important question. And Mrs. Kaushik, this is a very important question of your NCERT. exercise. So please concentrate on this question. Okay. Mrs. Kaushik. Mrs. Kaushik has a square plot. Has a square plot as shown in figure. As shown in figure. Okay. As shown in figure. Okay. She wants to construct a house at the middle of the square plot, middle of the square plot. Okay. A garden is developed. A garden is developed around the house. Around the house. Okay. Find the total cost of developing. Find the total cost of developing a garden. Find the total cost of developing a garden around a house at the rate of a garden around the house at the rate of 55 rupees 55 per meter square. Now let's see solution, and the figure is, look, this is square plot there, and she wants to construct a house at the middle. This is the house, and this is the square plot. So now this is 25 meter, 25, and 20 and 15, 20 and 15, and here this is the garden there. Okay. Now, so Mrs. Kaushik has a square plot, dear students, and as shown in the given figure, this is the square plot of sides. Each of whose sides is 25 meter. Okay, and she wants to construct a house at the middle of the square plot, and also a garden is developed around the house. Okay, around the house. Find the total cost of the developing a garden around the house at the rate of rupees 55 per meter square. So what is the process? First of all, we find the area of a square plot, and yeah, here is our square plot is in the shape of a square. So now look. So from figure, each side of square plot, each side of square plot, this is 25 meters. Each side of a square plot, this is 25 meter. So area of that square plot is what? You know that the area of a square is side square. Thus, that is area of square plot. Side is 25, so 25 square. This is 225, 625 meter square. Okay, meter square. This is the area of square plot. This is the area of what? Square plot. Which is 25 square, thus this is 625 meter square. Okay. Now, each side of square plot is given as 25 meter, thus the area of square plot is what? 25 square means side square, which is 625 meter square. Now, we find what? We find the cost of developing a garden. So first of all, we find the area of garden. Dear student, the area of garden is to calculated by the difference between area of square plot minus area of the house. Dear student, house, the dimensions of house is 20 by 15, 20 meter by 15 meter means length is 20 meter and breadth is what? 15 meter. Now dimensions of house, that is length is 20 meter and width is 15 meter. Okay, thus area of house into 15, 15 is 0, 15 to the 30 meter square, 13 piece. Okay. So in this way, we find the area of house. Area of house, which is what? 1300 meter square. 1300 meter square. Now, in this way, we find the area of plot, square plot, as well as area of the house. So, area of the garden is what? Dear student, area of garden is what? Area of square plot minus area of house, rectangular house. Okay, thus area of garden is equal to area of square plot minus area of square plot minus area of house. Area of house. So area of square plot is what? 625. This is 625 minus area of house, which is constructed at the middle, which is 300. So we get 325 meters square. So after subtracting them, we find the area of the garden. We find the area of the garden is what? 325 meter square. 325 meter square. Now, what we find? Dear student, we find that the cost of developing the garden around the house at the rate of rupees 50 per meter square. So we multiply them. Thus the required cost. Thus the required cost is equal to area into rupees per meter square. Area into rupees per meter square. So we get area is what? Rupees per meter square 55. So we multiply them. Let's see. This is 325. This is 55. I'm looking at the numbers. 8. 17,875. So after multiplying them, we get rupees 17,875. 17,875. This is the required amount to this is amount for developing a garden around the house at the rate of rupees 55 per meter square. Okay. So in this way, this is also a very important questions of your NCERT exercise. So please yourself do more and more practices of that type of questions. After that, you can solve each and every questions of your NCERT exercise based on these topics. Now, we are going to take and discuss a very important topic of your chapter. The next topic of your chapter and strategy is trapezium. Let's see. We discuss about the trapezium. What is the concept of trapezium? Let's see. Now we are going to discuss about trapezium. What is the concept of trapezium? This is your next topic. This is trapezium. Trapezium is the special types of quadrilateral in which one pairs of parallel sides are there. In which one pair of parallel sides like that. Look, this is the shape of the trapezium. This is A, B, C, D. And if one pair of parallel sides are there and two is non-parallel. Two is parallel to each other. Now here A, B, C, D. Here A, B, C, D is a trapezium. Here A, B, C, D is a trapezium in which AB parallel to CD. In which AB parallel to CD means one pair of opposite sides are there. AB parallel to CD. Okay. Now look. So ABCD is a trapezium. What is the formula for the area of trapezium? Let's see. Suppose that we draw DL perpendicular to AB, and then DL is the perpendicular distance between two parallel lines, two parallel sides. Here let us take as H, and these are the parallel sides AB and CD. So this is the common formula here. DL is perpendicular to AB. Means H is the perpendicular distance between two parallel sides. Because of in trapezium there are two parallel sides, one pair of parallel sides are there. So H is equal to the perpendicular distance between parallel sides. Meaning H is the perpendicular distance between these parallel lines. Okay, now the area of trapezium is equal to area of trapezium is equal to 1/2 into sum of parallel sides into height. Height is what? Height is the perpendicular height. Here we take as height as the perpendicular height between two parallel lines, between two parallel lines. Okay, now let's see. Now, or we can write 1 upon 2 into sum of parallel sides AB plus CD into H. Suppose that let AB is equal to A and CD is equal to B. Then 1 upon 2 into sum of parallel side A plus B into their perpendicular distance, the perpendicular distance between them. So this is the concept of trapezium. Okay, this is one of the most important concept formula related to that topic, trapezium. So first you learn the formula related to trapezium. After that you can solve each and every questions of your NCERT exercise based on these topics. Now we are going to discuss about the rhombus. Let's see. Now we are discuss about the rhombus. Therefore, rhombus is also a very special types of a quadrilateral in which opposite sides are parallel, and all sides are equal, like that. Suppose that ABCD is a rhombus in which opposite sides are parallel, means AB parallel to CD and AD parallel to BC. Means rhombus is also a special types of the parallelogram in which opposite sides are parallel and all of its sides are equal, and all sides are equal means AB is equal to BC is equal to CD is equal to DA. All of its sides are equal to each other. And one important thing is that, very important, the diagonals of the rhombus intersect each other at right angle. Means bisects each other, means OA is equal to OC as well as OB is equal to OD, and its diagonals bisect each other at right angle. Means and angle AOB or angle BOC is equal to angle COD is equal to angle DOA, each equal to 90 degree. This is the whole concept of rhombus. Means rhombus is a special types of the parallelogram in which opposite sides are parallel and all sides are equal to each other, and the diagonals of the rhombus bisect each other at right angle. Means this is that concept. Okay, and one important thing is that the area of rhombus is what? The formula for area of rhombus is equal to 1 upon 2 product of its diagonal, means D1 into D2. Suppose that AC diagonal AC is equal to D1 and diagonal BD is equal to D2, we take as. Then the area of rhombus is what? 1 upon 2 D1 into D2. And second formula is what? Perimeter of rhombus. Perimeter of rhombus means sum of its all sides, and all sides are equal, so same as square 4 into side. 4 into side. This is the perimeter of rhombus, and this is the area of rhombus. Okay, thus in this way in today's class we take some important question of your NCERT exercise based on square and rectangle, and we discuss about the next topic of your chapter, which is trapezium and rhombus, and we discuss all the important formula. Now dear student, first of all you revise all the important concept, all the important formula which we discuss in that class, and then after you complete your NCERT exercise based on these topics. You can solve each and every question based on these topics. Okay dear students, now in next class we take and solve some important chapter, some important questions based on trapezium and rhombus. Okay dear students, so first you revise all the formula. Okay, now thanks to all.